Today I show you a very simple method to find out if a stock outperforms its sector. No indicators, no complex models, only Google Sheets. At the end of this video, you will see green cells that show outperforming stocks. Let's start. This is what we built today and a little bit more. So we have one sector, XLY, the consumer discretionary, and many stocks. These are not random stocks. These are all stocks that holds the XLY ETF. And then we have here one time frame. In our case, we built 3 time frames. We have 4 weeks and see, for example, Amazon outperforms the XLY sector by about 8%. So Amazon has 9% and the sector has roughly 2% in the last 4 weeks. So if a stock is performing better, then it turns green. And if it performs much lower or not so good, then you can make it red as well. So very simple, very powerful. So let's get started. First point is, where do we get all the stock listings? So I searched you a link. It's called the State Street Selector Spider. And if we click on this one, then we get to a website and we have all the sectors available. So for example, if I go for the XLY, the consumer discretionary, clicking on this one, then we see a lot of information, but what we are interested in is the section with the holdings, and you can see download all holdings. So it's about daily. As far as I know, they won't update so many stocks each day, so I think it's you're good enough if you update it quarterly or every half a year. So in this file, we get a lot of information. What's interesting for us is the section or the column with the ticker. So what you can do is you can just copy everything down the road. I exclude the last 3 ones because they're not stocks. So I copied this one, and what I'm doing next is switching to Google Sheets. I create a new one, and I will copy the stocks here. So I call them sector stocks. And now we want to have a performance of the last 4 weeks. I'm sorry, for the last 8 weeks, 4 weeks, and the last week. So what I'm doing next is applying the Google Finance function, selecting the ticker, and the next part is entering price, and then I have a start and end date. So for the start date, we can do the following. The start date is using a function called workday, and this function is excluding all the holidays or the weekends. So what I'm trying now is, so 8 weeks, that's roughly about 40 business days. So I do minus 40. So we get with this function a starting date. Now we can see which seems wrong. Oh no, it doesn't seem wrong. It's November 21st. So that's the starting point of the 8-week time frame, and we want to have it for today. And the last part is you can type in daily to have daily data. So we get now the time range 8 weeks to now. And this looks something like this. So what we need to keep in mind is we want to have the last price on the 21st of November. So it's this closing price. To get this one, the only thing we have to do is applying index, which kind of filters our data on a row and column basis. So we want to have the second row and the second column, and we get the price right in a cell. So we apply the same thing here as well, changing to 20 days for 4 weeks, and do the same here for 5 days. And last but not least, we want to have 2 days price, or the last, let's call it last price. Then we do Google Finance and do just price, and that gives us the last price. So let's format it. And the next part is we want to see for the 8 weeks, if we take this value and hold on, we compare 2 days price. So we compare this one to the price 8 weeks ago, minus 1, and we have this one. So let's do this make a reference value here, so we can use it like this. And let's add this one to the others as well. Minus 1. This one as well. Minus 1. So we do that for all other stocks as well. And last part is we want to know the sector performance as well. So we do the same thing here. So this is our last price and the performance as well. The last part is that we are selecting the column C using a conditional formatting, and we can apply a function called greater than, and we want to highlight it green if it's greater than C2. And we click done. And let's double check. So we see, for example, Tesla is performing in the last 8 weeks the XLY sector. So let's do the same thing for column D as well. So I click on greater than, call D4, sorry, D2. And I do the same thing for the last one. If it's greater than E2. So now we can see, for example, like this stock, Lowe's, is outperforming in all 3 categories, Starbucks as well. And what I recommend is having a look on TradingView if this can be right. Let's see, for example, like Lowe's. And I look at the chart. This is Lowe's company's chart, and it looks pretty strong, but let's compare it to the sector XLY. And let's measure, for example, the 21st, I think, was 8 weeks ago. So it's roughly, yeah, I think, yeah. And it has performed about 9% the XLY sector. So if you like this kind of approach, subscribe my channel. And if you want more, like Excel, Google Sheets, and data analysis, then please subscribe to this channel or make a comment. And thanks for watching.